Hi, welcome back, and thank you. Appreciate it. I am coming to you from Sammakorn Village in Bangkok, Thailand. I am, and so is Al. My friend Al Pacagino is here with me today for a little while longer, and then he's going to be going on his way. I want to show you a few of the little things that I've been working on this week. I've been kind of busy getting ready for the new school year to start on Monday with my new students at my new school. And so this week was all about getting oriented, going through orientation at the new school, new to me school. The name of the school is Heathfield International School of Bangkok. And really excited to get to see all of my new students starting on Monday. So this week I spent a little bit of time making some granny squares on the heels of International Granny Square Day. I made some granny squares with the idea of the Boggy Creek Camp blanket drive. Nancy from She's Got Yarn 2, Lynette from Charmed Grammy, and Billy the Crafty Floridian are again this year gathering blankets to take to the Boggy Creek Camp for kids who have different chronic illnesses, and they each have their own little week depending upon what ailment they have. So if they have heart problems, then they've got the specialists that are on site and a hospital clinic, the doctors and nurses and all of those specialists for their particular illness will be there for that week, so that they can have a great time at their camp, go swimming, do activities, do all kinds of things, just like every other kid can. So that's really great that they can do that. So heart issues go on heart week or whatever. Leukemia goes on that particular week. Certain issues, whatever they have, so that they are surrounded by kids with the same concerns. And so it's just normalized for them. So they're just normal kids having a normal old fantastic time at camp. And so what they're doing is they're gathering up the blankets, as if they have the blankets get put on the beds for when the kids come in. They choose what bed they want and what blanket they want, because at the end of their week at camp, they get to take the blanket home with them as a keepsake from camp. And being so far away and shipping the way it is these days, I really wanted to send something, but I'm not able to. It's difficult. It's pretty prohibitive for me to put together a whole blanket and send it and ship it over to Nancy at She's Got Yarn 2 to have her take it with her. And so Lynanne from Nina's Knots Crochet has offered to take in granny squares from anybody who is kind of in the same boat, who is unable to send a full blanket for whatever reason. They can send her the granny squares, and she's going to put together blankets and send those on, which is fantastic. So I am putting together some granny squares, and this is what I only have a few so far. I'm not sure how many I'm going to do. I just really want to be a part of it, and so I don't feel like I'm donating a whole lot, but I'm going to do what I can, and I'll probably do a few more. Right now I just have 4. I did 8, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But I've done these 4. I'm using yarn from Thailand, which is very similar to the yarn that you can get on Temu and Wish and One Day Savings and all of those. The milk cotton yarn. And so I started making some granny squares with some of it and realizing this is not 4-weight yarn. So what I needed to do, and what I did, was I just pulled together, I did 2 strands at a time of some of the different ones. And so the most plentiful that I have here is the 3-ply milk cotton. I just got 3 strands, and this is probably about a 2 or a really light 3. No, this is a 2. It's a fingering weight. So I have a couple of these that I put together using a 5.5 millimeter. So I either put like the blue and the pink or the pink and the pink together. Made a pink and blue and pink granny square using a 5.5 millimeter hook. I used my dots hook and came up with 5-inch squares, which is what Lynn is asking for so that she can put them together. It doesn't matter what they are as far as how, what the design is, if they're traditional granny squares, which these are, or if they're solid granny squares, or if they have a pretty little something in the middle. I've seen some, she's been showing some of them that she's been getting in. Some of them have really pretty flowers in the middle. There was one I saw today or yesterday. It had it has sheep. It has sheep as like a little 3D. It's so cute. So I have some traditional grannies that I'm going to send in. So I was using those 3-ply, and then also to come up with the same, using the 5.5 millimeter hook, I have some 4-ply yarn that is still the milk cotton, and some mystery yarn that I got from a thrift store here that's really skinny. It's like a 1. And some other 4-ply that I'm putting together, and that's what these are, which is the really skinny pink going through there. So just doubled up with a 4-ply, so a thicker, and then with that little 1 weight probably to just kind of give it a little bit more. So that's what I have so far. So as a finished object, as 4 finished objects, if you will indulge me, those will be going, and hopefully I'll put a couple more in. I just can't really put more than just an envelope like this size. I'm going to send that on. So what I started off with, I had some left, I have a little bit left now, of this rainbow cotton that I know some of you have shown that you've gotten from Temu, and I got this here locally. It's just 100 grams. It doesn't say what weight it is, at least not in English, and so I can't tell you. The recommendation of a 3.5 millimeter knitting needle, so I'm thinking like a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook would be appropriate for this rainbow cotton. And so I started off just using a 5.5 and made some squares. Did some solids. Oh, that's the back. Did some solid granny squares. Did some traditional granny squares. But they really, when I measured them, they weren't quite 5 inches, and they were kind of flimsy, like doing the traditional. They're very holy because I was using a 5.5 millimeter, and it just wasn't going to be good enough. It wasn't going to be good enough for those kids to have a blanket that was warm enough and something that Lynn could actually put together with other squares. So I had made 8 of them going through the different colors. And so I utilized 4 of them to make a poncho for my friend Al. So I made a little poncho. One of those 4 square ponchos that I've been wanting to make, but I haven't made one for me. So I thought, well, I'll make one for Al. So I had the squares, and so I put it together. And isn't he handsome? Isn't he handsome? And I put a little charm on him. It's a stitch marker. It's a little stitch marker. I had 2 of these that I got from Refuge, from my granny's closet, with my project bag kit that I ordered from her. I have 2 of them. I wore them, the 2 of them, as earrings a couple of days ago when I went into work. Got lots of compliments on them. So that's another finished object. I made a whole poncho this week in an afternoon. A whole poncho for Al. It's a little miniature poncho. I think it's very nice. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I don't know what to do. I should make a nice little briefcase for him, for Al, to match. I don't know. There's 4 of them. Don't have a lot left, but I have enough to put them together as something. And I have lots and lots of yarn, just not a whole lot of envelope room to make some more squares to send to Lynn, so I can be a part of the blankets that she's putting together for the camp. I'm a rock star. Aren't these cute? Isn't it cute? They're about the size of the Red Bull energy drinks. The Red Bull comes from Thailand. They're originally from Bangkok. They don't have any sugar-free Red Bull here anywhere. And the Red Bull apparently here that they sell here, because it originated from here, and so they developed it in Bangkok, the Red Bull. And apparently the Red Bull that you buy here has a little bit more oomph, I don't know, than the Red Bull at home, but they don't have any sugar-free, so I haven't tried it, so I can't tell you how different it is. It comes in little bottles, plastic bottles. They're kind of funny. But this is the Rockstar that you can get. It's cute. Yummy. Then, what else do I have as a finished object? I was watching, or I watch frequently, Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations, and she has been making these ruffle hats. How cute is that? It doesn't look good on me because I have no, once you put this on, I have no hair. It looks so cute with her hair coming down, and I'm sure it looks cute on other people with hair. I have no hair once I put it on. Anyway, I just think they're so cute. And I tried to make it with some thinner yarn. It just didn't work. You have to use a 4-weight, and really you need to use acrylic so that you get the fluffies. She was saying that she uses a J hook, and this probably would have been better with a J hook. I don't remember her saying that before. So I made this with a 5.5, which she was saying you can use whatever you need to make the beanie, but then a 6 is better. A 6mm, a J hook is better for the ruffle. So I used some of this that I brought back with me to Bangkok from the States. I used a big twist, and this is what I have left after making one. And this is the big twist value, 380 yards, acrylic, number 4 weight, 4 medium. And so it's just right. And she was saying that if you go, she was saying that with these ruffles, it's 3 rows. And I did what she suggested, what she started doing, which is the first row with just half double, first and second row, half double crochet. And then the third row is double crochet. As opposed to when she first started making them, she was doing all 3 rows double crochet, and it was eating up more than one big twist value. And so, yeah, so this kept it within one skein. This did start off as a full skein, and that's what's left. So maybe I'll make a few more granny squares out of this to send, maybe. So I really like this, but go over there and check her out. I'm sure you know who she is, Lisa, Happy to Hook Creations. And these are so cute. She's making so many of them. Rainbow ones, she's making them. She's grabbing, she has a divine hat that she put the ruffle on. So she's grabbing some beanies that she has made in the past and then adding a ruffle on, which is a really cute idea. But yeah, go check her out. She'll tell you exactly how to make it. Oh yes, I do have a couple of things that I've been working on. The first one I told you about before is my Barbie inspiration, my Barbie inspired top. Woo! Look how bright that looks in the camera. It's blowing it out, man. Look out. It's like neon. It is neon. It's value neon. It is so thick. It's so thick. I am using, for this, I had to get the hook that matched. No, I am using an 8mm L hook. This is my clover, and trying to keep it as airy as possible since this is such a thick acrylic, but I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to wear this here, but we'll see. So I was going to use this unique yarn. I got it for this. I even balled it up ready to go for the Weird Barbie part. I love Weird Barbie. Have you seen the movie? What do you think of Weird Barbie? I'm covering up my microphone. I'm so sorry. I love Weird Barbie. I hope that you love her too. It's okay if you don't. It's okay. She's kind of weird, but so am I. So are a lot of you. Kind of weird. Love Weird Barbie. I love what she represents. Just the weirdness in every child. little girl, little boy, whatever. You know, you get this pristine little Barbie doll, just perfect, a little too perfect. And then you make her real. And by making her real, you make her weird. Because real is weird and weird is real. Anyway, so I got this to make the weird Barbie, the weird part of the Barbie inspiration. But I decided when I found this mandala ombre happy, I was going to use that. So I used up this Craft Smart Valued Neon yarn, a 4 medium weight, 252 yards, and this is what I have left. So I stopped, didn't know if I was going to make it another round. So I stopped and then added on some happy to make it, I'm covering up my microphone. Okay, I'll do that. To make it a little crop top, but, you know, far enough to where it's going to come to my waistband. So it's not like a, you know, it's a crop top, okay? It's a crop top for a 55-year-old woman. It's as croppy as I get. So anyway, so I've done that, and then I'm going to work on the sleeves and going to have some fun little separated out. I don't know what you want to call that. It's going to be strips coming down the sides. I think one might be like up here and the other one might be down here. It's got to be weird because it's Weird Barbie inspired. So it's inspired by the movie Barbie, but it is also inspired by and really based on Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches, her summer tank. Summer breeze tank? Her summer breeze tank. So that's what this is all from. And then I'm just going to add some fun little cap sleeves, something. I'm sorry, moving the camera. To work on that. And the other thing that I'm working on is my random act of Crochet Kindness. That I was inspired, all this inspiration, oh my goodness. I was inspired by Sam from Manfa's Makes. She was doing random acts of Crochet Kindness and going out and setting out her Olivia flower. So I brought back with me the 1 pound, the Karen 1 pound, upside down, the Karen 1 pound in this color rose or something. I've been working on it. I have a giveaway going from one of my previous videos. So you have to put a comment in that video in order to win. This is, what color is this? I forget. Rose. It is. It's rose. It's rose. Slowly. I've been busy this week. I'm telling you. I even rolled up a ball. Have yarn will travel. So it can fit down in my purse. Right? With a hook. And just you know, try to do it in the taxi or in my classroom when nobody's looking. Not really. I don't do things like that. I'm too busy. But I've made a few of the flowers so far. I'm going to make a lot. A lot. Good thing I love making this flower. This flower is so much fun. I'm not doing the 2 colors. I'm not doing the center, the yellow center, and then the petals. Because I'm making a lot of them. So I'm just making the little Olivia flower. Put in my hair. Gonna do that. And that's what I have going on. I have some other whips, but I haven't touched them. So I'm not going to show you unless I have something to show you. So there you go. I've shown it before, but there's my tattoo. It's my love elephant. It's in script. My niece, my goddaughter Jordan, is an artist, and this is her artwork. But it has basically the words from the Serenity Prayer and love and grace. The tail says grace. The body says love. And there is serenity, courage, and wisdom. In the trunk and each leg. So yeah, a little bit. I'm so excited about this new job for me. I really am. I just want to tell you. I really enjoyed last year. I don't regret it one bit. I really enjoyed Thai Seek. Wonderful people. Thai Seek International School. Wonderful people, wonderful students, an amazing message behind that school. I really enjoyed learning about Sikhism, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. This school is also British. It's a little bit more British. because that's what it was founded on. Thai Sikh started off as a Sikh school that evolved into a British curriculum, I believe. This Heathfield it started off as a British curriculum, and it's continuing as a British curriculum. Wonderful people, just wonderful people. The administrators there are lovely. They really are. And the teachers there's just very welcoming, great sense of humor, all of them. And a couple of Americans. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And a couple of the girls that started along with me on Monday, being their first day, they'd been here in Bangkok for about a week. So they got here a few days before I did. I found out while we were sitting there at work, they live right next door. Like, next door. Okay, not next door, but like I can holler at them. They live in the same condos, the same apartment complex. Really nice. Devin went out today with me so that I could get some video of, I think I'm going to put it at the beginning of this video, some video of Al taking his first motorcycle ride. So she helped me out with that today. So that was fun. And they're neighbors. It's nice. They are British from the UK. They're from all over. One of the guys that's been there for a while at the school, one of the teachers, he spent one of our breaks taking the time to explain to me all of the different regions in the UK and all the different accents, all the different, because I was telling him, I can't tell the difference. Sometimes I can't even tell if they're Australian or British. Isn't that awful? Scottish. I mean, unless they have a really thick, what's it called, a brogue, then I can tell. Then I can tell. Australian, if they say something about throwing another shrimp on the Barbie, then maybe I can tell that they're Australian. Otherwise, I don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, these two ladies, they're from the UK. I can say that with great certainty. Yeah. So look out for an update. I'll be posting an update of Al's travels, our travel over here and to the school and around the neighborhood here, here in the next day or two. So look out for that. Yeah. So thank you so much for stopping by at my place here. Appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me company. Be true to yourself. Be kind to yourself and to others, and find your joy. I love you guys. Peace.